Shalom, Israel. It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another live stream. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I got one of those motivational talks for y'all today. I see people rolling in pretty quick. As you enter the stream, make sure you thumb the video up. Thumb the video up. It's good to be touching bases with y'all right now. The spirit is moving. It's a beautiful day. I wanted to talk about the chosen ones. Now, y'all know what them scriptures say. Many are called, few are chosen. So the messages that I be coming with, when the title is Chosen Ones, they're not for everybody. They're for a select few. Understand that. These messages are for those who have chosen to walk a very narrow path. Those who decided to endure, opposed to giving in to a satanic Babylonian system and going along with the status quo. So this is for those individuals who don't mind being set apart and standing their ground and being fervent. Ladies and gentlemen, you chosen ones, it's time for you to start moving different. That's right. It's time to start moving different out here. Now, a lot of y'all, when y'all woke up to the truth, unplugged from the matrix, begin to see the world for what it was and what it is, you begin to recognize and realize that the world's spinning on a broken axis and people are beginning to move different in your life. Partly because you don't take interest in the same things you once took interest in. They're looking at you as if you're peculiar and strange. They're looking at you and they're looking at you as an odyssey, and they're keeping you at arm's length. That's what they're doing. A lot of them are having meetings about you. A lot of them are confused to what it is you're learning and how you're maneuvering. So they're beginning to move different. And a lot of y'all went through a lot of pain because you were watching individuals move different in your life. You was watching people who once invited you to the gathering, once invited you to certain places, and once called you and checked up on you. You're watching those individuals fall back. But being the empathetic souls you are and desiring that human interaction from friends, family, colleagues, associates, co-workers, just desiring that bond. A lot of y'all kept putting yourselves out there and just kept putting yourselves out there to no avail, to the point where you end up hurt, disappointed, and sad at the end of all of it. And you know, it's time for y'all to start moving different. See, you chosen ones got to understand that you are all you got, and you got to start moving like you understand that you are all you got. You got to stop being so trustworthy. You got to stop giving so much of yourself to so many people. You got to stop spreading yourself thin, brothers and sisters. You got to stop that. And understand that you're living in a day and an age where everybody is mischievous. See, when you meet people in this day and age, you're not meeting the actual person. You're meeting a facade, a mask, if you will. It's to the point where it is very difficult to tell a person's true intentions. And you being an individual who is more than likely transparent, open and honest, because you basically live in the truth. You understand your truth, you're living it, and you're active in walking in the truth. You've accepted the fact that the world is full of lies, and you're going to be set apart. Now, a lot of individuals you have met, they don't see the world that way. They see the world as the opportunist would. So a lot of the times when you meet an individual, you get to having phone conversations, or maybe it's a dating situation. A lot of you brothers out there, maybe you met a sister, and this woman is telling you everything that you like to hear, everything. And it seems as if, wow, this woman right here may fit the piece to the puzzle. And it could be vice versa as well. This is what you got to start doing, understanding kinetic energy, understanding how the spiritual realm works. See, if you don't grasp that the spiritual realm is very real, you're not going to be able to execute what I'm about to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, every person you meet, you must pray about that individual. Pray about the circumstances in which you met that person. You need to pray about that person. Because I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, there are people who are heaven sent, and there are people who are sent directly from Beelzebub himself to be a hindrance in your life, to be someone who is going to deter you from reaching your spiritual growth. You're going to have to pray about the people that you meet. Get out of your own selfish wishes. Get out of your own carnal desires, regardless of how you feel about a person. Feelings and emotions can be very, very tricky. Understand that. The way you feel about a person may not necessarily be how it is with that individual. You can never tell a person's true intentions. Don't use words. Don't allow words to sway you when you're choosing people to either build with as friends, intimate relationships, and so forth. Words don't mean anything. Because I'm going to tell you right now, once you pray about that person, it's about to rain out here. So I'm going to slide back some, and we're going to enjoy this weather. Y'all know we do everything live and unscripted. Long as my phone ain't getting wet, we good. You got to pray about that individual. And once the Lord reveals you who that person is, you got to just move on. You got to move on. You cannot fight with your intuition. A lot of times you chosen one second guess your intuition. The Lord, he thought you were special enough to pull you out of the world, pull you out of all the things that you once thought you knew. He pulled you out of the ways you were going, the wrong directions. Listen, he exposed all the lies that the government done told. He exposed all the lies that the churches and your school system, the public food system, then taught you. He pulled you out of all that. That was an anomaly. You was like the frog that hopped out of the boiling water. You don't think he gave you insight enough to tell if a person is good or bad for you? You don't think the Most High God doesn't speak to you, brothers and sisters, and say, that person is not the person that is going to help you develop. That person is not going to be the one that you need to deal with. And you know what? Now we got to start moving different as chosen ones. Now we got to be the ones that cut off all ties. How they were acting funny, as we called it, in the hood, in the streets, in our community, we say moving different. They out here moving different. It's time for you chosen ones to move different, because you have the insight. You just have to really grasp it and stop second guessing when the Lord is actually talking to you, because we hear those subtle voices. Instead of putting ourselves in years of pain and anguish and turmoil and stress, listen to the voice of the Most High. He is talking to you. And here's the thing. Grab this water here. And everybody thumb the video up if you grab an insight. We gonna go in, because this is one of those topics that you really got to understand as chosen ones, because it's some dangerous times you living in. And this ain't the charades and facade. This ain't the fakeness. Everybody titling their videos chosen ones and not even explaining what it is. Listen, that's a talking point that came from this channel that a whole lot of content creators stole, and they're not even breaking it down. They're not even expressing to you what it means and what you're going to have to endure, especially when it comes to walking a loner life. A lot of people don't add no balance to it. They talk about being loners, burning all your bridges pretty much, and being a recluse and putting yourself in even more stress. What we do on this side is we teach what you're going to go through in this spiritual journey as a chosen one, how to get the right people in your circle, and how to detach from those worldly beings, those carnal beings, those Scythians. That's what they are. They Scythians, they demons, they meat suits. They're agents from Satan. They agents of chaos. And also, for the record, this channel over here, this ain't no control opposition. Most of the black leaders here in the community that you see, so-called black leaders, they control opposition. This ain't that, and that ain't this. Now, like I was saying, right? When it comes down to it, we got to move different. We got to move different. We got to get out of our emotions. We got to understand that we're highly favored, highly anointed, just for knowing what we know. Some people gonna say, "Oh man, we moving like we bougie. They acting funny. They don't come around here. They don't come around there. They don't do this. They don't do that. Oh, they think they better." It is what it is. You gotta have your nose pointed in the air. The Lord said you was a royal priesthood, a peculiar people. That means I cannot go with you everywhere. You can't go with me everywhere. We on a different ecology. You can get that whole thought process of equality out of the picture. That's a lie from America. That's a lie for America. You got people fighting for equality. Ain't no such thing as equality. There's people who top tier people, and there are people who are bottom of the totem pole, and they're savages. And those type of people, you will never know their intentions. They can smile in your face. They can come across cordial. They can come across as decent human beings. But you never know their intentions towards you. You never know, especially a lot of you brothers on social media. You got to understand, you brothers on social media, there are people who watch, there's people who study from a distance, and they believe they know who you are, and what they do is they'll position themselves in your life based on their studies on you. They don't know you personally, they only know what they see. They don't get who you are, but they'll study you, and they do this is what gang stalkers do as well. They don't have to be people on social media. There are people who look at you from the outside looking in, and they're watching you, and they're grasping a concept of you. They don't know you, they only get a concept, but they study this concept and they try to position themselves as agents, as those individuals that you would receive in your life. You got to move like you are suspicious of everybody. I'm serious, because we're in spiritual warfare. You got to move like you are suspicious of everybody. Some would call that paranoia. I would call that wisdom. I would call that wisdom. Let's see. Somebody said I had to remove a person from my life as of late. That's a fact. I get it. Somebody said, and a lot of them want you to be comfortable living in sin like they are. Shaking my head. Oh, that's the truth. Wow. That couldn't be closer to the truth. And see, what you got to understand is when you begin to change, when you begin to unplug from sin, Satan is going to send people that stimulate you. He's going to send the temptation. He's going to send that lady in red. A lot of you brothers know what the lady in red is. Yeah, that lady in red is going to come strolling on by. And in the spiritual realm, Satan is really communicating with this woman that is set up to take everything that you brothers is building. Yeah, Satan is communicating. And whatever type of witchcraft and sorcery and divination and whatever she's into behind closed doors, soon as she see you, her eyes light up. Because the devil's like, yes. He creates that attraction. He creates that attraction. And you're going to be attracted too, brothers, but you can't. Everything that you're attracted to, brothers, you got to be disciplined. You got to use logic. And there's some beautiful women out there. Don't get me wrong. They bad. They look good. But you got to be able to actually have a conversation with them women, put away pornography, put away all lust of the flesh, such as, the pornographic images and things like that. Because what happens is you're not able to use your mind and actually have a real conversation with a woman, regardless of how beautiful she looks. She could have looked like Eve in a garden, bro. She could look like Eve in a garden. But if you discipline over yourself and you're not really engaging in masturbation and perversions, I'm going to tell you right now, you'll be able to use your mind and use your logic when communicating with that woman. Even if she bad and you want her, but you can still talk to her, have a decent conversation, because the devils will always reveal themselves. All you got to do is listen. All you got to do is listen. That's it. They will say something to you that will be supplanted in your subconscious mind. It could be a one-liner, it could be something she said, and it will stick and it will ring around in your head. And a lot of you brothers, because you thinking of the flesh, what she said was a red flag, but you will ignore that red flag. And then when you in all type of situations and scenarios with this woman, you want to get mad at all women, and this goes for women as well. You want to get mad at all men, you ladies, based on the fact that you're not spiritually connecting the way you're supposed to. You're not dealing with your creator the way you're supposed to. You're not craving the insight. You're not getting permission from your creator to move a certain way. And that's the problem. Listen, let me tell you something right now. Even when you pray and ask the Lord about certain people who are put in your life, placed in your life, when you do so, this is how powerful the spiritual realm is. This is how deep it works, right? Even that individual will begin to move different. Some people will just fall out of your life just based on a prayer, bro. I didn't watch it happen. Just based on a prayer, all of a sudden, you're not getting no phone calls from that person. All of a sudden, you're not hearing from that individual. It's like they fell off the face of the planet. It's like they completely disappeared out of your life. Because you know why the Lord did that? Because the Lord knew, even if he talked to you, he loves you so much. The Most High loves you so much. Peep this. He knew even if he told you, gave you the insight, you would have went and still dealt with that person, and that person could have been your death. That person could have made your deathbed. You hear me? The Lord would have knew you would have still been disobedient. So he had to go as far as to create a shift in the spiritual realm, so that person had to fall back. He did you a favor, that person did you a favor. Everybody thumb this video. We should be well over 1,000 likes on the video. See, this is the issue over here. We don't get the full support we supposed to get, right? That's the issue over here. You got a lot of spectators. That's why I tell y'all, even based on the number of likes versus what we doing in views, you can tell that most people are just spectators trying to study your life. They all waiting on a downfall. That's really what it's about. And then you got a lot of selfish individuals who don't mind getting the insight, but don't want to support nothing. That's why I said we got to move different. You got to know your worth and your value. Especially you brothers and sisters who are about that truth. And here's the beauty. Here's the beautiful thing about people who speak the truth, especially for a number of years. And I'm talking about whether it be in your family. Some of y'all speaking the truth at work. Be careful with that. But some of y'all don't have no holds bar. Some of y'all some of y'all speak this biblical truth no matter where you're at. You telling them about the pagan holidays. You telling them about, these demonic celebrities. You telling them about what's going on in the world. You don't give a damn. You crying from the rooftops, even if you ain't on social media. The good thing about that, see, there's pros and cons to that, because you're going to put a target on your back, but who cares? We all got a target on our back one way or another. So it is what it is. That's the con. The pro is the fact that you speak the truth and you cry aloud and spare not. It's easier if you're an extrovert and you speak the truth. It's easier to divide the wheat and the tare in your life. So what I'm talking about right now is more so an introvert guide, because introverts, we don't really put all our cards on the table. We're not doing it to be manipulative. We're doing it as a precaution. We're doing it as a defense. Some people may take it as we're being manipulative because we don't really put all our cards on the table. No, introverts more so are doing it to defend themselves, because we have experienced things in our lives in which we given certain information and it was used against us. And so with that being said, we no longer give out our information. We really don't put all our cards on the table like that. We're very cautious with that. But for you brothers and sisters that speak that truth, cry aloud and spare not. Listen, the Bible says, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? When you tell the truth, Your enemies, they just make themselves known. It don't even take long. When you an extrovert, if you an extrovert and you speak the truth, you can walk into a room and literally speak your mind, and you can see the demons come off on people's faces. You can see the demonic spirits come through people's faces. Easy. All praises to the God of Israel, because he blessed me as an introverted extrovert. I know when to be introverted and when to be extroverted. That's for sure. That is for sure. You be speaking the truth and you start seeing them demons out here squirming. They'll be crawling in their skin. Them spirits will be crawling through their skin. You'll see the infestation take place. Just from speaking what's real. But that's chosen ones, we got to move different. If you're not able to get in contact with me in my life, it's because I figured you didn't make the cut. Sorry, I gotta move different. It is what it is. If you can't get in contact with me, I'm sorry, you didn't fit the cut. I got to move different right now. Take it as it may be. It is what it is. I can love people from a distance. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you got people out there that you give your information to, and you know for a fact you only told this one person about something. You only told this one individual about it. Now your aunties and them know, your cousin and them know, your friends, your best friend, these people, their best friend, everybody know your information. You know that information was only given to one person. So guess what? You gotta fight. Don't second guess yourself. No, you cut it from the root. You cut it from the root. There's gonna be some of your friends and family. You're gonna have to walk by them like they somebody random in the streets. You gotta walk by them like they somebody you ain't never knew before. Step right of them. Excuse me. Don't mean you hate them. Don't mean none of that. Don't mean that you really have envy or malice in your heart. Don't mean that you ain't contempt when it comes to that person. It just means I got to love you from a distance. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. We got to move different out here. You might have to really walk by some people like you never heard of them, never knew them. It's gonna be day ones, people you grew up with, that you're gonna have to move different with. No more trying to fit yourself in places that you don't fit as chosen ones. That has to stop. You have to go with your spirit. Your spirit telling you something, do what it is you have to do. You have to be loyal to the Lord is telling you. Because if anybody, and I mean anybody, is not helping you grow and build, then you don't need them in your life. And let's make this clear. Some people are not in the position to help you grow and build. There's some times in life that you may meet a person and you may actually like this individual. We're talking about intimately, friendship. It doesn't matter. Maybe a person that you like, a person that you respect, a person that you have no issues with whatsoever, but the circumstances in your life and in their life, it's not a kinetic force and it's not conducive for what your goal and your mission is as a chosen one. Because all of y'all have something that you have to do in your life. You have purpose. You are purposeful. You don't have time to waste. That's what that means, brothers and sisters. Some people you may like, you may love, they may give you bubbly feelings inside. But that person is not in line with your purpose. Are you understanding me? Yes, it's complicated, but that's life. Life is full of bumps, turns. Life is strange. Ladies and gentlemen, life is weird. Life is a mystery. Why things are the way they are right now is mostly because the Lord is causing division on the land. He's separating the wheat and the tare, and he is bringing a sword. That's the reason why it's so complicated to find good people. And it's so complicated to actually resonate with people. Yep. Somebody says, stay strong, children of God. Keep your head high to the sky and pray on your knees. Ask for forgiveness, protection, and stay blessed. Exactly. You got to. Yep. Somebody said it. The truth is stranger than fiction, because we don't understand that the law of attraction is very real. We don't understand that kinetic forces and kinetic energy is very real. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Telepathy is real when it comes to you chosen ones. That's right. Don't limit the Father. Don't limit the Father at all. What is telepathy, Bree? Yeah, you can actually read minds to a degree. A lot of you brothers and sisters, when you enter a room, you can damn near read the minds of the people. That's how it is when you really growing and developing in this truth. And you know when somebody got ill intentions, you just gotta really tap in. You got to tap in. Yeah, somebody said I read minds 100. And some people gonna hear what I'm saying and they're gonna run away with it. Oh, New Breed teaching new age that you can read mind. Yes, you can do this. You can do all things through Christ who strengthen you. You can do all things through Christ who strengthen you. Especially if you're in line with his word. You can do all things. Yes, I'm telling people. Yes, I'm telling the chosen ones, if they tap in, they can read minds. Yes, I'm saying that. Yeah, it's the spirit of discernment. The way you may read the mind may be different from the next person, but you're damn right that you can read minds if you really tap in. Real talk. When you operating left and right side of your brain and you tapped into that Holy Spirit, you on to something. You can manifest whatever it is the Lord will have you. You can make these things possible. The only problem is a lot of time as chosen ones, we hinder ourselves because we want to be all loving and caring for every damn body. No. Christ himself, Christ himself was described as an austere man. Austere. A lot of you brothers got to man up and be blunt with these women. You got to be blunt. You got to be the real alphas that the Lord made you to be. You got to be leaders, regardless of how beautiful they are. Be men about it. Grow some kahunas. Keep it 1,000 with people. All you chosen ones you got to be a lot tougher in this walk. You got to be a lot tougher in this walk. Let me explain this to you. At this point, in this walk, after all we've been through, in this truth, waking up, going through the pains, going through the withdrawals from sin, going through the persecution, the anxiety on a daily basis, the backbiting, the gossip, the slander, everything that people was bringing into your life. After going through all of that, you really got to be on some take me as I am type of stuff. That's literally how you got to be as chosen ones. Take me as I am. You don't like me, so be it. You can, as easily as you walked into my life, walk your ass on up out of my life. Excuse my French, but skedaddle, beat your feet, scoot your boots, kick rocks. Go! Because I don't need them. That got to be your mentality. At this point, you take me as I am. It is what it is. I'm going to follow this truth. I'm going to believe in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. I'm not celebrating pagan festival days. I'm not going to be eating swine's flesh, shrimp, crab, pork, lobster. I'm not going to be eating abominable foods. That's for you bottom feeders. You want to eat something that eats the fecal matter at the bottom of the sea, then you do it, because the truth is out there. I am not going to be out here dealing with whores and harlots. No, I'm not going to do it. Now, it just so happens that there's few in the litter that we have to pick from, because a lot of ladies letting it all hang out or whatever and doing what it is they doing. But I'm definitely not going to fall victim to none of these women. And you know what else? I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to be goal oriented. I'm not going to let nobody stop me or deter me from my mission. Take me as I am. That's how you got to tell people. You will not be a distraction in my life. Either you in it for the long haul or you're not. Real talk. Yep, somebody said kick rocks with no socks. 100. And it's at the point, man, we got to set healthy boundaries for ourselves. We got to move like we know what our purpose is. Let me repeat that. Ladies and gentlemen, move like you know what your purpose is. Even if you don't know what your purpose is, move like you know. And watch the Most High put you in the right direction. Move like you know what your purpose is. Even if you don't quite you can't quite grasp it, but know that you special. Because listen, you over here on this platform right now as we talk, as we build. What brung you over here? What made you in your spirit seek after truth that is often frowned upon? What got you digging into the literature of the Bible? What did it? It was the Most High God himself. What got you out of that matrix? What did it? The Most High did it, meaning you have a purpose. Everybody watching have a purpose. Some of y'all purpose is to be devils and demons and witches and warlocks and gang stalkers. That's why I can't get 1,000 likes on the video when we got over 1,400 people in here. Because a lot of y'all, we barely got half the people liking the video. Because you know why? The other half of y'all witches and your demons. That's why. You have a purpose too. You have a purpose too. And your purpose is to make us greater. Your purpose is to make us better. As you spectate, gang stalk, and watch, and plot, and cast spells, and all these things you do. As you do that, it just makes us stronger. In the spiritual realm, all you doing is digging a grave for yourself. You're digging a plot for yourself. I'm so damn tired of you witches casting spells on those who are about truth. Don't y'all know y'all gonna rot in hell? Don't you know you're gonna rot to keep plotting on people who don't want nothing to do with y'all? Damn crazies. All they do is sit back and watch us. That's it. What do you like? They just sit back and watch and study us. They hate everything we saying. They hate the fact that we stand for righteousness. They hate the fact that we got morals and principles and actual integrity. But they're consumed by it. They can't stop watching it. They can't stop watching it. And that's what you got to understand. A lot of people in your lives are agents. You got to move like it. And they'll sit back and watch you for a distance. That's why when you come outside, your little people around you, your little neighbors and stuff, oh, they already know that something is odd about you. You come outside, they come outside. When I move, you move. Just like that, when I move, you move. You got people, some of us getting followed on a freeway, followed on a highway, getting strange calls on the phone. Yeah. People just calling, breathing on the phone. Witches calling. Wizards calling. Demons calling. Agents calling. We got to change our phone numbers because y'all don't know that. Y'all don't get it. That's how it is, man. That's why we move different. We move like we know we all we got. Yep, somebody said we got blackouts here. I got to catch this on replay. I'm sorry to hear that. Where you at, man? Somebody said my neighbor seemed to always be staring at me. I would say it's because I just moved, but I was like, this is my old neighborhood. Yep. Thank you for the $200 contribution, Sally Grace. Highly appreciate it. And also there was a $42 contribution as well. And for some reason, Super Chat is not adding up the actual donation. So I can't tell what the total is, but this is how they do. They play with our channels. Yahweh Zion, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says, bro, I live in the countryside and I have neighbors and literally step outside every time I come and bask in the sun. Yep. That's how it is. They don't want you to absorb that good positive light, that vibration, that energy. They have to distract it. Let me tell you something. Satan's agents are all about distraction. All about distraction. They want to knock your focus. Imagine this. You trying to be one with your creator. You out there enjoying the sunlight and somebody's always coming out because they know that you're having one-on-one time with the Lord. Satan sends people. They don't want you to have that one-on-one time in nature. Stephanie Roseman, thank you for the $5 contribution. Highly appreciate it. Yeah, the vampires, man. I'm telling you, man, we got to move different. Just because you exchange numbers, especially a lot of you fellas out here. Fellas, brothers, you men out here. Let me give y'all a little game real quick. Thank you for the $100 contribution. Bowman 538 says, love you, brother. Love you too, family. Thank you for supporting me. Let me explain something to you brothers, right? When it comes to dealing with women out here, right? If you're a man out here who likes to deal with women, you like to get numbers, you like to, interact with them, you in a dating pool pretty much. You trying to, either build you a nice little team around yourself, or you just trying to find one little hottie that's down for you and wanna hold it down, right? Doesn't matter the scenario. But look, this is what you brothers gotta know. Let me drop something on you, right? Let me drink this water. It's a real nugget right here. The nugget is this, right? Women are gonna go after what they want. Women are going to go after what they want. Am I saying that, a woman should chase you even though you're ignoring her and you're not really giving her no feedback? Of course not. It's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is women are going to go after what they want. If you're engaging with her, spending time here and there, calling, checking up on her, if that woman wants to deal with you, that woman will reach back out. That woman is going to go after what she wants. And when a certain amount of time go by, she'll reach out. If you are a person of interest, the roles have to reverse. We have to stop chasing. There's too many women out there. It's like 30-1, brothers. You have got to move different. And I'm particularly saying this to men because the Bible says you would be like pure gold in the last days. Men would be like pure gold. So you brothers got to start moving different. You got to move like you understand that you're pure gold. You got to move like you understand that there is an honor and there's a pleasure and there comes the great value even being around you. You have to know that about yourself, brothers. You have to know that regardless of all of the lies that's in the media about melanated men, regardless of all the empowerment that these sisters seem to have, looking at pop culture and mainstream media, regardless of all that, brothers, forget all that. In the spiritual realm, we out here pure gold. Forget the carnal and fleshly world, people looking at TVs and believing that they got power. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I can see the insecurity and desperation on a lot of these women, regardless of how they appear to carry themselves. They may appear like, they may appear like they got it all together. They may appear like, they can do, they are successful and they can do all these things on their own. But I can see the insecurity and the desperation. I can see the fact that they know, a lot of them know they're running out of time. Their maternal clock is running out of time. The time to actually grasp a husband of quality is running out of time. And it makes me look at the world different. It makes me look at dating different. It makes me look at my interactions different. And as a man, that's what you got to do. You got to realize that the ball is really in you brothers' court. But the media wants us to believe it's not like that. But when you're in tune with the Most High, he's showing you what times we in. He's showing you. It is what it is. You brothers shouldn't be having to chase nothing out here. And you got to understand, as chosen ones, and this goes for anything. When I say move different, look, understand this. Chosen ones, listen. Anything that's meant for you will be. Anything that is meant for you, chosen ones, will be. It will come. It will manifest itself. The Lord will present things to you. I don't care if it's a position at your job. I don't care if it's a girlfriend. I don't care, for you ladies, if it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter. I don't care if it's a financial blessing. Let me tell you something. When you are in the natural algorithm of your life and you're about your purpose, you want for nothing. The Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. Meaning everything that you are supposed to have comes to the point where you get a place of peace and contentment that no person can match. Nobody can match it. Nobody, not a single soul can match the content that the Lord can give you when you don't have to want for nothing. Now imagine not stressing for anything because you grasp the concept that whatever's meant for you will come. So it makes you move different. You don't do nothing out of desperation. You don't do nothing against what the Lord is telling you. Even when it comes to creating content, you don't force anything. You don't, if it comes to a job, if you need a day off, You don't worry about how you're going to do this. If you need it, if you need a day off your job to be with the Father, the Lord will give you that. Stop worrying about everything. Stop being caught up in uncertainty. If you need that day, and you know it's a day, Lord, I just want to pray today. I want to take off. Lord, I need to really unwind. I need to unplug. I need to get close to you. Trust in the Lord. If he know you need that day, and you have that connection with him, and you're not operating the way you're supposed to operate, and that job is stressing you out, go with the natural algorithm that the Lord put, because he provides your daily bread. When you can listen, when you can start to relinquish the security of this Babylonian system, it can start off small, like taking that day off you want to take off. But eventually, as chosen ones, you're going to have to move all the way out of this system, unplug. Some of y'all got to move out of these cities. Some of y'all going to have to do things totally different to be set apart and taken out of this world. Start with small things. Lord, I took off that day, and all of a sudden, you sent me a little check. You sent me a bonus check. It came out of nowhere. Damn, somebody hit me up and asked me, did I need this money? You know what I mean? All I did was be obedient to the fact that I needed to be with you that day, Lord. I needed to pray. I needed to fast that day. I didn't need to be around those people who are sucking me of my energy. You understand? We got to move different. We in those times, man. We got to move different. Somebody said, take your money out of those banks. Man, what? That's a whole nother topic for another day. We got to talk about that. See, that's confirmation from the Holy Spirit, because I got some things I want to talk about later on a later date, about what's going on with these banks and the money and the financial system all together. And there's some pivotal information coming out. But we'll go there. See, I seen that message. That's confirmation right there. Because I was just thinking about that earlier, about the banks. B1 Good Vibes, thank you for the $20 contribution. Highly appreciated. Somebody says, I'm sorry, it's hard for me to read it because it's very bright outside. The sun is beaming out here, y'all. It is beaming. And everybody need to thumb the video up. Somebody says, Nubreed, keep strong, my brother. Absolutely. I'm on my post, man. I'm telling you, man, listen, we got to move different. No longer can we put up with less than what we deserve. No longer can we put up with less than we deserve. Listen, when it comes to the quality of people that you have in your circle as chosen ones, you must have the best of the best of the best. You must have the best quality of people around you. You are who you associate with. And when we woke up, our complaint was everybody moving different, man. Or why this person stopped calling me? Why that person stopped reaching out? Why that person don't inbox me? That person don't like my posts. We were all in our feelings about how people was moving. Now that you in this truth, now that you realize why they were moving different, because they had spiritual indeficiencies. You realize they were moving different because they didn't want to accept truth. You realize they were moving different because they rather had made you an enemy, and they hated on your light, not even realizing the opportunity that you were opening up for them. Do I need to repeat that? The reason why they started moving different is because instead of realizing the opportunity and the olive branch that you were reaching out for them to come to some light and some truth, they decided to hate it instead. They looked at it as a threat. They hate your light, your glory, the light that the Lord bestowed on you, your anointing, not even realize that your anointing was opening opportunities. So they cursed themselves. That's why they moving in circles. A lot of your enemies are moving in circles. They doing the same damn thing over and over and over. They're repetitive. It's like they're in a whole conundrum. They're going in a 360 turn. All your enemies doing the same thing over and over. If you notice, they have an algorithm just like you have an algorithm. Just like y'all growing on a daily basis and becoming one with yourself, growing mentally, physically, and spiritually, they doing the same thing over and over again. They're going in a damn circle. They're reprobates. They're reprobates. That's why they can't break the mold. That's why they can't do anything different. But guess what? If you continue to connect yourself with those reprobates, what does that make you? That makes you insane. That makes you insane because you know better. Yeah, they reprobates, but that makes you insane knowing what you know and still dealing with reprobates. You got to move different. You got to move different out here. And now that you know what you know, it's time to get real bougie with it. I'm sorry. You all of a sudden you can't, all of a sudden y'all were moving different. Now all of a sudden we moving different. Grace is about running out with a lot of people. The grace is about running out. Time to be stoic. Time to be firm. Time to be stern. Time to be austere. Time to leave the cut cards all the way out the window. There is no cut cards. And everybody get the thumbs up on the video. Yep. Somebody said, you got harsh words, but facts. Hey, it is what it is. Some people only can understand the harsh words. You got to speak it. Listen, these words hold power, man. Facts. Somebody said this is real confirmation, brother. Somebody said, yeah, you may hurt a few people. Real talk. Somebody said anger. I don't know where you're hearing anger. This is passion right here. I'm not angry at all. But the truth hurt a lot of the times. And a lot of times you're going to open some wounds on people. And I'm going to tell you, people playing these little games and phone tag games with y'all and manipulating in the spirit, when somebody's doing that, the Lord will let you know this person's playing games. This person wants you to chase after them, or this person want to, they're trying to manipulate in the spiritual realm. You have some people that play little games like this. And this is why I'm telling y'all to move different. You have people who will all of a sudden they be building with you and then they'll stop because they get joy out of you wondering. When you a chosen one, ain't no wondering. There is no wonder. You play those games, that means the Lord just cut you off from me. That means the Lord just showed me that you were not meant to be in my life. That's how y'all gotta move. And you gotta move like you know what your purpose is. Yeah. You can't do that to chosen ones. Yeah, somebody said, yeah, phone tagging, wanting someone to chase them. Nah, I ain't going for that. God is not the author of confusion, right? Because you got some people, a lot of you brothers don't know, their homegirls be in their ears. You trying to talk to a particular girl, and her homegirl like, girl, don't call him right now. Don't call him then. No, you should make him wait about 2 days and see how he act. See if he gonna blow your phone up. See if he gonna text you and see if he gonna check up on you. And when usually you're used to a certain pattern with this person. No. Listen, as leaders, as chosen ones, you can only deal with leaders. Do you understand? Leaders can only build with leaders. If you're around people who succumb to peer pressure at all, you got to be able to peep out. You got to be able to peep out these females and how they move with their friends. Is she the leader of the pack? Because I can tell you right now, as an alpha man, I only want an alpha woman. And that's how it should be, brothers. As an alpha man, if you leader of the pack, if you are a king in your own right, leader of your household, leader, period, the woman you deal with has to be an alpha. She has to be an alpha. It can't be how her friends think about you. Stop trying to impress these women's friends. That's why you got all these brothers out here taking these women on dates, buying their homegirls. Like you got women bringing their homegirl, bringing 10 and 12 homegirls like, yeah, he need to pay for all us. That's not a leader. Any woman that'll bring you on a date with all her friends is not a leader, bro. It's not a leader, bro. And that person ain't for a chosen man, not a real chosen one, a real man of honor, a man with any morals and any standards, any man who consider himself an alpha, any man that's out here doing his thing and not leading with his pockets, but leading with his integrity and leading with his manhood and his principles and his personality. A man who know how to communicate with these women, opposed to a man who just, hey baby, I got this in the bank, I could do this for you and I could do that. Nah. There's too many brothers out there like that. If you call yourself a righteous man of the Most High Yah, you got to move different. What's wrong with y'all? Don't move like the rest of the world. And then had a nerve to complain about these women out here when you move just like them. You got to move different, man. Yep, somebody said exactly different. Yeah, somebody said a lot of people friends cause confusion, right? You got to be very wary of people who don't know how to detach and be alone. Y'all sitting up here, a lot of people, y'all worried about people being in your lives. I'm worried about letting people in, man. I ain't worried about being in people's lives. I'm worried about letting people in. Because when you done been through some things with people, when you done been through hell and back twice, you not worried about people not being there. That's your last worry in the world. You worried about actually having to let more people, like, damn, I gotta really bring more people in my life. Oh man. And I'm not saying that be a loner for your whole entire life. That's not what I'm saying. The Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. You see how we throw the balance in on it? I'm not saying that. It's not good for a man to be alone for his whole life, but a lot of y'all gotta go through a Damascus road. A lot of y'all gotta unplug, man. A lot of y'all gotta balance your levels, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, majority of the world, they batshit crazy and they running around with a chemical imbalance. Whatever's flowing through their veins, they got a chemical imbalance. People are weird as hell. People are damn just psychopaths out here, bro. They real weird. They real strange. They got all kind of voices in their head, all kind of spirits and demons telling them to basically create enemies out of you, and you just trying to live your life. Somebody said be careful in that energy exchange, right? You gotta move like you gotta move like you wearing all white linen. This is the best way I can explain it. You gotta move like you wearing all white linen and you are walking into an outhouse. You wearing all white linen, you walking into an outhouse, and all the people are the shit. That's how you gotta move. Seriously. You gotta move contrary. You gotta move clean contrary to the doings of everyone else. That's how you gotta move. Clean contrary to their doings. Yeah, that's a great analogy, right? Like you got a nice all white linen plush suit. Walking into an outhouse, the people are the yeah, that's how you gotta move different. You literally gotta move like we gotta move different out here. Seriously. Don't take everybody, you know how you go over somebody's house and you don't even like drinking out of people's cups. I'm that kind of person. I don't even drink out of everybody's cup. Everybody don't clean their cups right. Everybody don't clean their cups right. I like to clean my own cup. Give me a plastic cup right out the thing, because some of y'all don't be cleaning y'all cups right. And if I see something floating in my drink, I may never even come over there no more. So I always gotta be precaution. I always gotta have the proper cautions before I drink out of the cup. See, look, you gotta put measures in place. You gotta put measures in place. If you know you the type of person that don't like drinking out people's cups, bring your own water bottle, or tell a person to have plastic cups, or if you don't mind, I wash my own cup, right? Yeah. I'm telling you, man. And with some people, what that goes to show is some people you gotta communicate with. Some people you meet, you gotta tell them off the break. Listen, I've been through a lot when it comes to people, and if it feel like I'm moving too slow, or it feel like this ain't working out, or or if this feels any type of way, feel free to just keep it moving. But I have my guards up because I've been through a lot. So either you can deal with me as a person, knowing that I'm a person who's been through a lot with people, or you can't. A lot of y'all ladies got to be able to communicate that as well. Some of y'all women been through some horrendous things in your lives, whether it had been while you was a child, or wounds that you currently have that were recent. Like sometimes, man, you gotta communicate to the man that you met that you are in a hurt place, that you are in a place of healing, so that man doesn't think that you're just playing games with him. You gotta let that man know, listen, I've been through a lot, and you know, this is what I've been through, and this is my hurt place. This is the place that I'm at. You gotta be open, and that's not be mysterious all the time. Let a man know, so that man can actually be the person that you need to actually heal you. That be that guy, but like, okay, she been through a lot. So going into this, I can't force things. I can't move too quick with her. And he knows why you move the way you move. Cause some guys just think you ladies be playing games out here. They be thinking y'all just be playing games. There's one person in the chat that is laughing the whole time. Like, what is so funny? Like, you laughing in some real inopportune moments. I'm just curious to why you just laughing. Like, even in times where I'm saying serious things, you just laughing the whole time. Like, what's so funny? What I just said is some real talk. I don't get it. I guess joy is in your heart. Nothing wrong with it. Thank you for the $5 contribution. Highly appreciate it. But seriously, like, ladies, y'all gotta learn to communicate. And because the chosen ones that are ladies, y'all been through a lot too. And when it comes to intimate relationships and connections, you ladies who've been through a lot, please communicate to these brothers. You may have a guy that really likes you and can really help you in your journey, may have a lot of wisdom to put on you, but you're not opening up. You're not telling the man, look, I've been through this. Listen, I know a lot of ladies been through a lot of things, but you got to tell a brother where you at. You got to tell a brother what you've been through, so that brother can know that this woman ain't playing games. This woman really been through some things, and I know how to move with her. And y'all hit that like button. Let's stop playing. Daily dedication. Thank you for the $10 contribution. Appreciate it. Somebody said you seen my super chat. They're coming pretty quick, so I may miss some of them. If I missed your super chat, highly appreciate it, and I apologize for not reading it out. Yeah. Somebody said if one was genuine, that one thing most men don't care or expect to be healed firsthand. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Because let me tell you something, if a woman come with a lot of scars and a lot of issues and that man stick around, then that man really sees something in that woman. If a woman let it all out on the table for what she's going through and what she's been through, and that man sticks around for that, he must really like her. I mean, y'all ladies gotta understand, there's a lot of women out there. A brother's not gonna waste too much time trying to build a woman up if he's not interested. Not if the guy has substance. Now, if you got some guys out there that are patient for the you know what, they're real meticulous, but most men aren't like that. Most men like, yeah, she got a lot going on. I can't really build with that. Yeah. Thank you for the $20 contribution, Millennium Jess. I appreciate it. Says, open confession, brother. Forgive me for saying yes to a task that's not getting it done. I want to finish it. You asked me to make you an intro video. I started and never finished. Let Satan tactics get me down. It will be done, sir. I appreciate it, brother. No problem. And I appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate you voicing that. You know, yeah, I mean, I'm waiting on it, brother. There's a few other people who can do it, but you know, I kind of put that on a back burner at the moment from the transition I'm going through, moving and still trying to get my studio set up. I'm still having issues with getting furniture. You know, a lot of games being played. I have to go to corporate tomorrow, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. My bad, I'm ranting about that. But all in all, man, I done forgot about it. But as men, you already know, man, when we say something, our word is bond. But I appreciate you communicating. And that's just an example for all brothers out there. When you say something, let your yays be your yays and your nays be your nays. And when you say something, you got to do it, because that's all we got as men. All we got is We got when we say something, we just gotta follow through what we say. But I do appreciate you communicating, bro. Yeah, our word is all we got for real. Somebody said, no worries, New Breed. Y'all has you in your transition. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's just an honor and blessing to have you brothers and sisters, supporting this content, supporting this work. And, I love the community I have over here on YouTube. We have an amazing community. My chat is one of the greatest. It's ran optimally. We don't have a lot of trolling in our chats. And I worked for many years to get it this way. Just spring cleaning, making video content in which I know will remove certain individuals, getting moderators where I know that will be fair and balanced, you know, putting in the work. And it's just an honor to have all y'all. And just I want to let y'all know how appreciative I am of y'all support, not only on YouTube, but Patreon as well. Right now, I'm in the process of building a studio up because I want to bring Enigma files back. So it's been like a week or so since I made Patreon content. The content is coming back on Patreon, and when I revamp my Patreon and it comes back, it's going to be stronger than ever. It's going to be real video editing. I'm really learning videography and editorial work because I want to bring, for my Patreon, I want to bring y'all a whole nother style of content that's not on YouTube. I don't want it to be the same kind of content that's on YouTube as on Patreon. I want to bring y'all something that is out of this world. Some of y'all know me from back in the day when I used to do the audio visuals, and I would have movie clips and documentary style videos. I'm really trying to get back into that. So there's a revamping process going on with my Patreon. So I'm giving access as little as $3 a month, and there's still plenty of exclusive content over there. If you haven't joined me on Patreon, go over there and join because there's a lot of content that you more than likely didn't see. So yeah, support the work, support the content, support me at Nubreed.love as well. Man, we got the t-shirts. We got, man, I'm a touch bases with Shy, Blood Before Dishonor. Shout out to her at Ministry Merch. She's doing it. She's holding it down. She's getting those orders out. She's getting y'all shirts sent to y'all promptly in an orderly fashion. She's doing her thing. Salute to her. I'm gonna touch bases with her. As soon as our inventory run out, we gotta get some caps. We gotta get some caps. We're gonna try to get us some trucker caps that y'all can order with the spiritual voltage, with the Shalom Israel. You know, we're gonna do it how we supposed to do it. So support me at Nubreed.love. Sign my petition over there. We got a petition going on that only needs a certain amount of signatures, where we are demanding that Black Lives Matter. Show their receipts. So go over there on my website, sign a petition. You know, we doing what we supposed to do to tear down this demonic system while we elevate ours, man. Support Kingdom Currency, support and get your love note. I love each and every one of y'all, man. I want everybody to have a blessed day. Hopefully y'all took away from this video, and if you did, share. This one is going to all be, we got to share. Don't just hit the like button, share. And make sure you I want you to throw a comment in the section if you catch this on playback. Tell me what you thought about the video. Share your insights spiritually and otherwise. And listen, this is what I'm going to do. For every month that goes by, my top commenter, see, we doing something here. We rolling out something new. The person who is my top commenter on my channel, I'm gonna send you a cash reward. So the top commenter, and I believe Lon Diamond was the top commenter last month. Lon, that's the sister right there. Lon Diamond, send me your cash app. Send me your cash app. Send me a little message, and your spam the comment section with your cash app. I'm gonna send you a cash reward because you were the top commenter. And I also owe Spiritual Socrates. The great. I owe him a cash app as well, just for being the top commenter. That's what we doing over here. I check every month. Whoever was the top commenter of the month, I'm sending you a cash reward, right? The cash reward is between me and you, what the amount is, but it is what it is. You're gonna get something just for showing love and support to the channel and commenting. But all praises to the Most High. I thank y'all so much for catching the stream. I want y'all to have a blessed one. With that being said, shalom and peace.